thought on that. I can get a good, 3 paintings out of that paint. So just keep that in mind when you're mixing up paint. They do last quite a while. Okay. It's got a nice pink hydrangea going on there. Maybe we're going to spill some over to this area. I'm going to put a little bit of the pink, the Color Flash pink in there. It's really cool when it dries. It's got a really pretty pink flash to it. And then we'll go in with some white. I brought the rose over here, but I don't think I'm going to use the rose. So just a little bit of white. I'm putting white by itself in some of that green just to kind of camouflage the green a little bit. Okay. So I'm just going straight down, pulling up. And especially when you get into the green areas, make sure you wipe your balloon. Not pushing down too hard, just a really light touch. Again, the first go round is not always your best, but when you go back in, see, you get that more definition of that flower. Let's get some more of that. Get some more of the magenta over here. And over here. That green is kind of taken over there, so I'm going to have to, I've lifted some of it up now just by doing the balloon kisses, so now I can go in and give it more definition in the areas I want it. Just a little drop of the pink Color Flash. This white I'm using is, I had some pearl over there, pearl white, so I just added a little bit of the regular white to it. Okay, a little bit more white. Let's do some more dipping. Kissing, dipping. I think Jilly likes to call it kissing. Picking up a lot of that green over here. All right, so there's some pinks in there. I'm just picking up some of that green. Yeah, I'm going to have to work on that. Just because there's so much green down there, I need to pick up the green and then put more pink down in there. Sometimes you just have to work at it. I try not to give up. What was I? Oh, I wanted to show you that painting from last week too, what it looked like dried. So I'll have to pause you again and go get that. So now these I'm just giving a really light, because I don't want to pull up that pink. So just keep working at it until you're happy with it. I'm going to leave that one for now. I'll go back and put some more in. And I'm going to do another blue one over here. And I think I want to stick some of the purple flash in these. Purple flash has a lot of pink to it, so it's really pretty. Oops, got a big old bubble in that one. Okay, and then I'm going to put that purple color flash over that blue, the darker blue. You know, I know you've seen the hydrangeas. They have some that have blue, and then like areas of the flower, they have purple, and that's what the color flash does. Just gives that little bit of purple to the hydrangeas. Really pretty. Over. Okay. Yeah, I probably need to move you guys over because I don't think you can see. Okay, here we go. Yeah, see that totally disappeared. And that green. The green is eating things up. It's okay. I'll just keep pulling that green up and the color will eventually show. This just gives the painting some, you know, more messy flowers too. I'm going to pull some of this green up with my balloon. And then we'll go back in there with some more of that blue. Just go down till you can see canvas when you're doing this. And keep wiping until you see canvas. Hopefully you can see that. And let's go back in with the light blue. It's going to go right into those spots that I just took the green paint out of. Take some of this out over here. I didn't do that area. Okay. So this is kind of the order that I work in. This is kind of a formula that I've come up with so that your dealing with different drying times on your bases. So all right. I just love how that purple color flash, and that is by Folk Art Mixes. So I started days ago separating paint, deciding on colors. Really, something really important that you need to think about when you're going to tackle something this big. And you can do these same, you know, the same techniques on a smaller canvas, but you still have to think about what colors you're going to use and go through your paints and make those decisions. Oh, I didn't put any white down. And make those decisions ahead of time. It just helps with the overall painting so that you're not, you know, in the middle of something and go, oh crap, I need that color, and it's not mixed up. So just try to do that ahead of time. I had all my paint set out and separated so that I knew which colors I was going to use. I'm just going to go through and do a dirty, let's call it a dirty kiss. I just made up a new term. And then you can go back in and define those kisses once they settle a little bit. Like over here in these pink ones. Let's go in and give them a little bit more definition. Just lightly touching. I also have found with the kisses that I don't really mind. Here I go with the I don't really mind again. Because some people don't, you know, they tell you to steer away from hitting canvas. But with these kisses, when you hit canvas, it gives it more definition. So a little bit of that is fine. It's good, actually, I think, because it gives you that definition of the petals and the centers. And I will be going back into and putting centers in these flowers. Just a little dot of color, like I do with my hydrangeas, at the very end. If I can get them to cooperate and be happy flowers, then I can show you how I do that. Okay, I'm going to go back in one more time over here on these blue ones. Got some good definition going on over here now. I'm going to dip into my paint that's on my paper towel over there, just to give more of a definition to that outer flower. Okay, and then let me show you what I do. I just take my dark blue for the blue flowers, and I just go in and drop. Just do a little drop. I'm not even squeezing the bottle. Just give it a little drop in this, where I would think the centers would be, to those hydrangeas. Just gives you a little bit more definition on the flowers. See, there you go. Got your hydrangeas going on over there. I'm going to kiss those one more time. I got to work on that. I got to work on this flower, and these pink hydrangeas in the middle here. They are not being very cooperative. Okay, I'm going to go back over to these blue and purple ones and just give them another dip. And then the one thing left I want to show you after I give these some centers is I want to show you how I get rid of paint to do some flowers down here. Because I don't know that I've shown you guys that. I did it in my last video, but I can't remember if the camera was on or not. And I want to make sure we're still filming. We are. I have a new camera, so it's pretty good about not shutting off, not running out of time. But I was gonna erase some stuff and I forgot before I started, so I was just hoping. So just give those some centers. Again, not squeezing that bottle, just letting the bottle drip. All right, so one last thing I'm gonna do, and then I will give you guys a close-up of what's going on. I wanna give one more dip in the center of those two flowers I don't like. And those flowers might come off altogether, but when you start doing that, it's very difficult. So I'm just going to put a little bit more white in here, and I think maybe if I draw in again, maybe I'll get some more definition on the petals. Just give it a little kiss. Get rid of that white dot. Fiona does that little trick when she's dipping. She'll go in and just put her finger in the center or draw in some of that paint with your finger very lightly. Just gives it a little bit of a delicate center on it. Really pretty. All right, I have to find my skewer because I don't know where it went. So bear with me for just a second. I guess I'm going to have to grab another one because I can't find it. I love this flower. These big flowers that I did, they're turning out really nice. They've kind of spread out and done their thing. So let me put the balloon and the paint down. And let's go in and draw this in again. Now that it's a little bit drier, it might hold its shape better. Okay, I think, yeah, that looks better. I may have to do it even one more time, just because the paint is folding back in on itself. And I pulled a little bit more paint in that center, so now I can go in and balloon kiss again. Just a really delicate light one. There we go. Better. So let's do some of that with this orange one over here. I think, let's see, let's draw it in first, and then I'll do some. So this is a pretty controlled painting. Not really too scary, you know, you're not really out there because you have a lot of control over what you're doing. So don't be afraid to really try this. The biggest thing is to keep the flowers from touching as much as you can. It's okay if they mingle a little bit, but you don't want them to mingle too much. And I think when these are dry, I'm going to go in and, well, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see how they dry, but I like that center a lot better now. It's got, at least it has some more yellow in there. And I was thinking I might go in and put some more yellow in, but I think once it spreads back out, it's gonna be better. Just wish it had more yellow in the actual flower itself. I wonder if I can add that without messing it up. Let's put in some. Don't want to put too much, but you want to get some, I want to get some more color in that flower. All right, let's start out by going out with it and then go in. I'm kind of messing up those lines. I just kind of wanted to show you guys today and take the time to show you that, you know, you can mess with things if you're not really happy with how they came out. There's always things you can do to make them better and to keep noodling and playing with things. Noodling, as Kathleen Osmore says. These are all my teachers and my inspiration, guys. That's why I bring them up, because I've learned so much from them. Christina Welch, Gina DeLucas. I've been painting now for 2 years, and those are all the people that I started with, watching their videos. And Julie Cuts is another one. And I've learned so much from everybody. And now I'm just kind of adapting it to my style and to what I like. Let me put some white in there. Don't be afraid to put a good dollop of paint in there, because it does pull it back up. So I think I need more paint. I know this seems like a lot of paint, but like I said, it's it does pull it up. The balloon pulls it up. I almost dropped that whole bottle of paint. We would have had yellow everywhere. Okay, I'm going to give this a deeper push. Just to mess up that center a little bit more. I think I might need a bigger balloon. All right, let's leave that one alone for now. I'm going to show you real quick how I do some flowers down here in this green. And what I do is take up paper towel, scrunched up paper towel. Okay, where do I want some? Let's put some right here in where this green is, because then we can pull it and make that green look more like leaves. Let me see. I'm going to have to move the camera a little bit to get... Got you in there. Where is that bunch? It's right here. Okay, yeah. So what I'm going to do is take my crunched up paper towel, and I like to have something else to wipe it on so that you're not putting paint back in. You're trying to lift paint out. So I'm going to lift it like I'm going to put my puddles in for this flower. So let's go here. Okay. And so you can see how letting your paint kind of set up is beneficial. Move that paper towel around, because now the paint is ready to come off the canvas. It's not going to fall back in on itself so much as if we did it when the paint was super wet. Paint's had some dry to set up. It's been on the canvas for almost 2 hours now. So and same thing with the hydrangeas. I'll go back in and and punch those, give them some more color and punch them again, just to give them some more color and dimension. Get rid of some more of that green. I might have to go in with a paper towel and remove some of that green. Okay. So you want to have some good down to the canvas. Go all the way down to the canvas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See? 6, even number. I didn't like it. Something was missing. So that's always my go-to is odd numbers. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers. Oh, I still have to show you the balloon kiss things too. For just the buds of these flowers. All right, so we've got that taken off. I'm going to go in with just some red, so we can get a nice deep red flower in there. And I'm just going to put that where those dry spots are. Don't worry about filling up that whole spot because you're going to be blowing. Okay. And I'm not going to put another color. I'm just going to do one because I want them to really stand out in that green. So let me see if I can reach these. I think I need to get my extended straw. Let me see if I have that. Okay, so sometimes if I can't, you know what, I'm just going to do it from the back end. I'll do it from the back because it'll be easier. Let me move some of this stuff. If you need to reach on even a larger canvas, you can double up your straws. So that's what I was going to do, but I'm not going to take the time to do it. So you just put 2 together, one inside the other one, and tape it. And that way you can have an extension on your straw. Okay, and then I'm going to take some of the green. I'll probably go with one of the lighter greens. I got to go find them because I put them away. Because it's on a darker green. So let's go with some of this light green because it'll show up better. So again, you're just going to pull it down through. But you can already start seeing where the green that's there will look like leaves when you start pulling lines through it. And because we took that paint out, you're not going to get, it's not going to sink back in on itself. So you've lifted that paint out, it'll stay pretty much like that. They might shrink a little bit, but they're not going to shrink as much as they would if you didn't take that paint out. So remove the paint, it works much better. So let's get you guys back up here. I want to show you how I do some of the buds. Let's see. Where is my balloon? Okay. So say I want to have an orange red bud up here for this flower. So I'm going to take some orange. Where is my, let's do the Indian yellow. So we're going to put a little bit of the Indian yellow down. Again, this base paint is getting dry. It's already drying. I can see canvas, so I know that it's limited time on things if you want to work. But that's why I leave these for last, for down here, because I want that paint to be drier. So it's just a thought process. You know, when you're doing it for the first time, you just have to go through the thought process. All right, so I want to do that one there. I think I'm going to put a little dab of white in there. And then I just push down. And that just gives a little bud. Okay, and then I know, when I may show you guys some of this embellishment when I do it, when I put the little green at the bottom and then pull a stem down, it really looks like a little bud from the flower. So let's do, I think I want one more. And I liked that. I think did I start with the, I can't remember what order I did now. Oh well, it doesn't matter. So let's do one over here too. And this one I'm going to go a little tiny bit bigger. And this just kind of fills in some of your space, and then when you go in and do the leaves and the stems and all of that, it really pulls it all together for you. So, and I'll try to show you some of that. All right. Not crazy about how that one was too red, so I want to get a variation of color in them. Okay, so we've got those two there. Let's do some of the purple and then maybe a blue one up here, but I don't want to get too carried away with those. So let's go with our I really like these because they're different. They give you a lot of different variations of flowers going on, and I just dropped my bottle. I'm going to have to go around because I really want that dark purple. Okay. And you guys can't see. I have to switch it over again. Okay, I think you can see that. All right. There was a lot of paint there, so there's still a lot of paint there, so I got to go back in. Oh my goodness. I'm running out of space here. Okay. All right, I think I covered everything with you guys. Hopefully you'll feel like, well, that made a pretty little bloom there, little bud. Hopefully, you know, you'll feel confident that you can at least try this maybe on a smaller scale. I think you can do it. It's really nothing difficult. It's just about, you know, figuring out your, taking it one step at a time. So write the steps down as I went, and then you have notes, and then you can accomplishment. But I definitely would start smaller. Start on like a 10 by 20 and try that first. You're probably only going to be able to get one big flower on a 10 by 20, so maybe 16 by 20 would be better. All right. I feel like that's good. I'm going to turn off the camera, and I'm going to turn around to give you guys a good close-up of all of this. And thank you for being patient and sticking with me through the whole thing. I will try to, when I do the giveaway video, I'll show you the one from last week that dried, so I don't have to make this any longer. And please like, share, and subscribe. we are getting, I'm not going to do a 900 giveaway because when I reach 1,000, I'm going to do a really big giveaway. So hopefully you guys entered the giveaway. If you didn't yet, you still have time. Oh, no, you don't, because I'm doing this video. Never mind, but hopefully you got in on the giveaway. There were some good prizes there. And I will see you next week. I'm just going to shut the camera off and give you a view, and then I will be gone. So enough of this video. It is at 1 hour and 36 minutes, plus I still have to do the giveaway on the front. So take care, guys. Have a great week. Hope you enjoyed this video and learned a lot. I'll see you later. I don't know why I'm being quiet. I'm just giving you the Zen moment of being in the garden close up. So there's those flowers that we did. That center is the 24 karat gold. So it will dry much different than it looks right now. I used 2 open cups to do the bottom. I stretched it out. First I torched, so I got some bigger cells, and when I stretched that out, see, there's that lacing that you get from really torching, like a hard torch. You get those little bubbles in there. So I torched first on the greens, and then I stretched them out. I still got to work on that flower. I'm still not crazy about it. I might actually put the strainer down and do it again. And then I torched again to get the smaller cells. And I really had to torch it quite a bit. You got to warm up that silicone so that it makes those cells. So it took quite a bit of torching, trying not to burn. So here's some more of that hard torching that I call it. Gives you that really cool effect. This just gives you an idea of how big this painting is. It's taken me this long to show you everything. And there's that purple flower. I like the center of that one. It's really messy. That pink looks really garish, but it's the medium magenta. There's my little bloom there. That one came out really cool. I like that. And as you can see, the canvas is wet, but see that area? So it's already starting to dry. There's my little ones I just did. I think I'm going to do one more for the blue one over there somewhere. All right, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.